Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Let me tell you a little secret. You made it. Happy Friday. It's so good to see you. I really mean it when I say that Friday is definitely my most favorite day of the week, among other things. But one of the main reasons is because I get to share this time with you. It's our date night. Have you been waiting for me too? I know. I know. We just click, right? So awesome. So hi. Happy Friday. How was your week? Did you do something fun? Did you help somebody? Did you make your business better? Did you make your life better? Did you hire somebody? Did you fire somebody? Did you get a new client? What is going on with you? I'm so interested. Well, let's go ahead and get started because this is our special time. So we don't want to, wait for everybody else to get here, right? So let's go ahead and start. So this Friday is pretty special because there's just a lot of exciting things going on with the Assist-U brand and with all of our clients. And it's almost my oldest son that I gave birth to because I have a stepson. It's almost my oldest son who I gave birth to 13th birthday. His 13th birthday will be before our next date night. So his birthday's on Wednesday. Super excited. I feel so old. I don't know how I can have a 13-year-old and me not age either. So I'm just saying, I guess I got it like that. I have no idea. But please tell me how your week went. Tell me what is going on in your world so that I can share in the joy and love on you too. All right, awesome. So this Friday Night Live is actually being sponsored by, her name is Belinda Barron. Belinda Barron is a jack of all trades. She does quite a bit of different things, but she is a super, super sweet soul. You see her and your face just like lights up and beams because she's just like a ray of sunshine, right? She actually has signed on with Prime America, and she sells life insurance and educates people on financial products that could help you secure your assets, secure your future and your legacy for your children and your family. So she is awesome, and I'm so happy that just by chance we met each other virtually in a group that we are in, and I watched information about her company and what she does, and she's phenomenal. I think she is super sweet, and she's not afraid to go out there and network. So tonight's Friday Night Live session is sponsored by Miss Belinda Barron. Her handle and tag is right there at the bottom. I think you can see it. That's her @ for everything. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, you can find her. Okay, so go ahead and just contact Miss Belinda if you need something. Hold on 1 second. Oh, Anya said I look fabulous. Thank you. I'm kind of like boho chic a little bit. Winging it. It's Friday. It's our date night. We've been together long enough. You guys can see my real side. Right? So let's go ahead and roll into this week's wins. So as always, put into the comments what your win was for this week, and I will shout you out so that everyone who is watching either now or later can love on you and just share in the joy and the happiness in your win as well, because that's what we're all about, right? Positivity. So I'll go first. So my win this week was telling people what we've been working on as part of our 2021 strategy. So a couple of lives ago, we talked about planning for success year 2021. And one of the things that is on me and my team's list for 2021 is to increase our brand's visibility and reach more business owners that need our services and just don't know where we are, know how to find us, right? So I created a group. It's called Focus Group for Thriving Businesses. And I invited about 11 people into the group. And basically, it's a safe space that's intentionally small for business owners and aspiring business owners to share their creatives, their ideas, things that they are planning to launch, just to get another set of eyes from people who may not know them or love them, or, will lie to them before they put any more time or energy or money into a certain product. So that was definitely one of the things that I was on my list that I wanted to get done, and that happened this week. And we also shared a video in there of what we're working on. One of the things we're working on for 2021 is visibility on digital marketing. So actually our guest next week, she's going to be on the live. So it'll be another guest person who's coming on. She is from iHeartRadio, and she will be joining us next week. And she's going to give us the download on digital marketing, what it looks like, what it actually is, the conversion rates, all of that good stuff. And we're going to have just like we did with Anya, we're going to have a rapid fire at the end of it as well. So stay tuned to next week too. Oh, one other thing that we did this week, which was awesome, is I've been working on our YouTube. So I just changed the ticker thing, if you can notice. So I've been working on our YouTube channel this week, researching things, adding tags, engaging with other YouTube people, because I think it's very important to have separate outlets for your brand to be streaming on. So these live Friday night live sessions already stream on our YouTube channel. So I was like, why not just, do the research and do the work and get it done? So that's what we did. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, awesome. So what were your wins this week? I really, really want to know. So let's see. All right, awesome. So Latasha, she said her win this week was hiring you. I promise I didn't tell her to write that. It's so funny. And setting a launch date for my program. Yes, that's a major win. You can't be sitting on this wonderful content that's going to change people's lives. Like, why sit on your gift, right? So that's so exciting. Yay. Thank you for being here, Latasha. So Anya says, when is I hired Assist-U to help me with projects I'm overwhelmed with? Delegate, baby. I promise I did not pay these people to say this on the live. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thanks for the love on me. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to skip the what I want to know because I try to mix it up a little bit every once in a while. So let's just go ahead and roll into tonight's topic, because I feel like there's a lot of good things that we can talk about. And if you have any questions about doing a launch, or if you want to share how you're launching something and you want feedback, I'd be more than happy to give you my 5 or 6 cents on it, and go ahead and hopefully help you do what you want to do and reach your goals, right? So tonight's topic is 5 steps to launch a product or a service. So Assist-U is really, really big on growth and forward movement and enhancing the wheel with processes and strategies. So our mission for this year is Mission 100, to help 100 businesses launch or start either altogether or a new product or service. So these are just the tips that I've learned over the years that I think would be super, super helpful. Of course, a lot of them are going to be common sense, but some people just really need to hear, the feedback. They just need to be told again. So here it is. So tip number 1. With anything, I don't care if you're going to the grocery store or if you're going shoe shopping or you're planning your wedding. If you're planning a launch, something you're going to give your time and effort and sweat and tears to, you want to make sure that you run or create a timeline with deadlines. and you want to make a task list of all the things that you need to do. So I don't know exactly how long you've been following me on my lives, but in one of the videos, we talked about an executable plan. So how to create that. If you practice since that live, you should be good to go by this one. So creating a timeline and task list, basically you start with the splatter phase. You just throw up everything you could possibly think of, maybe put some music on, put on a timer, and you write down everything that you can think of that you have to do to get something done. And then the next phase is you organize it into a priority fashion. And then to make it executable and make you accountable, you put some dates on there, and then you get to your final goal. So what I actually did with Miss Latasha today, since she put it out there because I can't speak about clients, we went over her timeline and her task list today, and created a realistic due date for everything that we have to get done. So without that, you really can't launch because you're just kind of throwing things sporadically and out of order, and it's very chaotic and stressful for everyone involved. And you might not think that your customers can tell, but they can. So that's my tip number one. Tip number two, handle the tech. So I don't care if you do not even know what a URL is. I don't care if you cannot forward an email. It doesn't matter. If you can't do the tech, you need to get someone to do the tech for you, because there is nothing worse than somebody buying something or paying for something or trying to attend something and they get a 404 error, which is you can't reach the network connection, or the website is down type of error, or 503 error on the website and they can't get in, or they are unsure of what they're supposed to be doing at any given moment, either in your challenge or in your program, or where they're supposed to click. Yes, you could get moderators to help you possibly, but there's nothing better than being able to send an email in a sequential fashion, and also to have a Facebook Messenger bot that can answer all of the redundant questions that you get over and over, and not have to pay somebody to do it because AI is doing it for you. So really take the time to handle the technology part of your launch. Even if it's a digital product, you need to be testing the mess out of it so that it's an awesome client experience or buyer experience on the other side, right? So let me just go to the comments real quick before we move on to the next one. Let's see. So Jackie says, I realize I need help getting organized. I got you, Jackie. We got each other. That's what we're about. That's awesome. So yeah. Oh, and she had a win too. She said, my win was staying consistent. That's amazing. I said the other day, I'm consistently inconsistent with things in my personal life. Can you relate? Being consistently inconsistent? You know, I mean, the first step is recognizing you have a problem. So awesome. Anya says, we've worked with Antonia and Assist-U for several years on large and small projects. It's always great results. Thank you. I love y'all. I love my customers. You know, it's a beautiful thing when you can get to the point in your life where you can kind of pick and choose your customers. I'm finding that sweet spot. It's awesome. Okay, so the next tip number 3, and there's only 5, so you don't have to stare at my beautiful face for that much longer, unless you really want to. It's up to you. Okay, tip number 3 is create the creatives and the content. So I don't know if you've noticed, there are a lot of like ads and strategies and people with these like free webinars telling you to sell things, and you haven't like done any of the work until, you know, you sell it out or something like that. Like, that's fine, and that totally works. I, however, never do that with my clients. If we are going to do a pre-sale to validate your idea of whether or not something is sellable, marketable, profitable, you need to have your content, at least some of it, right? A good chunk of it completed on the back end. That doesn't mean it has to look beautiful. It doesn't mean that it has to have all the graphics and the quotes and the italicized text. That means that you actually know what you're talking about so that you can actually convey it to somebody else, me, the person who's going to probably create your ad or probably write your email campaign, so that we understand what it is that you're trying to do and what you're trying to achieve. So then it'll be easier for us to market it to the masses, for your ideal customer to then read, relate, and purchase. So I'm not a big fan of that pre-selling and not doing anything yet. Like, that's not my jam. But, you know, if it is your jam, jam on, okay? it's your world. But that's just my tip, is to try not to get in that habit of doing that, because that can be very slippery. And then to make sure that you create the creative. So that could be a multitude of things. That could be your slide deck. That could be your different ad graphics for your ads and for your retargeting ads. That could be for your landing page. Basically anything and everything that is not considered teching, meaning tying things together, would typically fall into the creative copy content type of bucket. So make sure that that is on your task list, and make sure you actually take a lot of time to create it, because it's what's going to attract people to you, to your brand, and to want to buy from you. So don't take it lightly. Okay. This might make some people mad, but it's true. So when you are preparing a launch, when you are preparing or packaging your information to go out into the masses, you need to check your ego. You need to recognize that, yes, you may be precious. Yes, you may be somebody's love of their life, but no one else is going to care about all of those other things about you before they care about what you can give to them. Does that make sense? So that means basically you can't go into a launch thinking that you are just this most amazing thing ever, and people would be stupid to not buy from you. That's not the attitude that you want to approach when you're trying to do a launch. Do a launch of a product or a service when you're coming from a good place, from an intentional place, from a place of problem solving. And I guarantee you, and I know this is not a good word to use, but guarantee you, if you come from that standpoint, when you're trying to launch a business or product or a service, there's going to be someone out there, maybe even a group of people, that are going to want to purchase from you and be loyal to you and stay with you and continue to purchase from you time and time again. But if you do your launch, or if you're selling something or pushing something out just because you feel as if you're entitled to, it's not going to work. I don't care who you are. It's not going to work. Here's an example. I just recently joined the most expensive course of my entire life that I've ever paid for. I am investing in my brand. I'm investing in myself. The particular person who's running this course has about 22,000 people in the group for the course. And you're like, Antonia, how did that happen? Well, this person has been doing their work for 11 years. They've traveled the world. They have made over $30 million. They have the social proof to prove anything you could throw at them, or to rebuke any type of what is the word? Reason why you wouldn't want to move forward, basic obstacle, basically. And they show up in that group every single day for more than an hour. They go live. They answer the most simplest questions. They are so down to earth. It is amazing. They are selling their product, yes, to make money, but they're coming from a place of wanting to legitimately help businesses grow and expand and create additional income so that they can continue to affect the people that they want to affect in their lives with their business. They're coming from a good place. And that particular group is always going to be sold out because of how they approach their launches, because of the type of emails they send out in their launches that aren't, they're going to everyone, but they make it feel like they were writing it specifically just for you. That's the type of feeling and emotion you want to have your ideal customers or potential customers feel when you're launching something out in the masses. So that's what I mean by that. If you agree, go ahead and say agree in the comments. Totally up to you. All right. So the fifth and final is practice. Practice, 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 practice. Go into your webinar with your slides, do your script, practice, practice until it sounds like you have been talking about this for 25 years. You need to get all the nerves out. You want to make sure that if someone is asking you on an ad, if it's not a webinar, if someone's asking you on an ad, what does this do? You need to already know what you're going to say. If someone's like, oh, well, I don't like this. This is dumb. This is not, worth what I paid for. You need to have a response for that. And it needs to be professional and it needs to be showing that you care, but you appreciate the feedback. Another thing that you can also practice is your delivery. Launches are not going to always be easy. They're not. If they were, everybody will be launching something every single day. Launches take a lot of creative thought, a lot of pushing at the limits, and a lot of time management. It's exhausting doing a launch. I guess you're wondering, like, why do I love it? I don't know. I just do. I'm kind of twisted a little bit. But it's a lot that goes in it when you do a launch properly. You want to make sure that practice is part of your process. Practice makes perfect. So that's definitely something that I would always put on the list, no matter where you're at in your business, how long you've been doing launches or sending out products or writing books or doing, a clothing line or whatnot. You always want to continue to practice and make the process better. Okay. Now, let me check at the comments real quick because I actually have some bonuses for you. Launch day, October 15th, cousin. Woo! That's right. I'm so happy for you. All right. I got some agrees. Agree. All right. Awesome. So let's go into bonuses because I like to always, leave you with something positive. So they're kind of goofy a little bit, just like me, a little quirky, but, just roll with it. Oh, no, I almost gave you one away. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so bonus tip number 1, find your confidence. No one's going to buy from you if you don't believe in what you're selling or believe in what you're doing. I mean, like it's crazy. It's so difficult to believe in someone when they seem nervous or they seem ashamed of their price. You better say your price. You better sell whatever it is that you're selling and be confident too. Be professionally and polite about it, but say it. And don't reduce your voice or anything. Just it is what it is. And if they don't want to buy it, they're just not your customer, right? So be confident no matter what it is that you're doing, especially in a launch. Always be confident. So the second bonus tip is, I really like this one, roll like a pig. So there's a lot of songs out there. I can remember, this is kind of going to tell you how old I am, but back in the day, I really loved that movie Clueless, and that scene where the girl with the curly hair was like, rolling with the homies. Like, I love that, but as an adult, I found out they were talking about drugs, so that's not a good metaphor for me to use. So I'm going to use roll like a pig. So basically, in a launch, things are going to break. Things worked yesterday. They're not going to work today. An email is going to be sent out at the wrong time. You might find a grammatical error after you sent yourself a test email. Somebody's coupon code might not work. Someone may, at the last minute, even though you closed your cart, say, please, can I please get into your program? I get paid tomorrow. Like, roll with it. Just roll with it. Don't let it stress you out. Don't let it put a bad taste in your mouth about doing a launch. Just continue moving forward. Just roll like a pig in mud. They do not care how they look. They do not care who is around watching them. They are doing what they need to do in order to cool off. Do it. Roll like a pig. That's what you do. Okay. And my last bonus, Takia said, ha ha ha. I like it. I think it's cute, you know. So my last bonus tip for you when you're doing a launch is to treat yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. I don't care if you met your KPIs or your return on your investment. No matter what happened, you did it. You did it. You finished your launch. You made an executable plan. You executed it. And if people didn't see it the first time, call it a soft launch. Do it again. You got this. No matter what, there is someone out there for you that's going to spend thousands of dollars or $25 with you no matter what. Just continue to move forward and treat yourself good afterwards and hopefully throughout. But that's a little bit asking too much. Because your mind is focused. So you're not really thinking about yourself. You're thinking about the brand self and the customers. But afterwards, make sure you take time to help yourself. Okay. All right. Awesome. So those are my 5 tips plus 3 bonus ones. I'm going to take a look at the comments real quick. Mika said, love it. Oink, oink. Yes, I love it. Oh, Takia says they're fat and happy. You know what? So am I. I love a good pig. Oh, I love your energy too. Thank you. Ugh. Yes, it's all about the energy. You gotta give what you want to get back. So we covered this real quick already, but down in the ticker tape, we are talking about our Mission 100. We want to help 100 businesses either launch or launch a new product or service before July of 2021. So I'm super excited. We are well on our way. People are finding us, we are finding them, and we are helping them with their launches. And it is just a beautiful thing. It's awesome. And I wouldn't want it any other way. So we've reached the end, folks. This night was short. I know. It's okay. I still care a lot about you, though. So just to recap, next week, we are going to have a special guest join us. Her name is, I believe it's I said Tara, but it might be Tara. She will correct me tomorrow. And if she's watching this, I apologize in advance. But she's with iHeartRadio. She's going to talk to us all about digital media. I'm going to ask her some quick fire questions at the end to try to get to know her. And she's going to basically share some news about the brand and what we're doing. We're collaborating with her. And I'm super excited about the things to come. And I'm even more excited that we're going to see each other again tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Sorry. Next Friday on our date night. Thank you so much for joining. If you need anything or if you need any questions, please don't hesitate to send me a message or to drop it into the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, drop it in the comments and I will be more than happy to respond to you as well. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye.